You're not learning who you are. You're remembering. You've always carried the fire. What if every hardship you've endured wasn't a setback, but a secret doorway to the authority God has reserved just for you? Pause right now. This message isn't random. If you're watching, it's because your spirit is ready to uncover how your trials were designed to make you unstoppable. This isn't for the faint-hearted. Only those chosen by God can grasp that every battle you faced was an initiation into true spiritual power. Let's dive into the divine truth that will turn your pain into purpose. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a chosen warrior, hand-selected by God to rise through trials and claim the authority that's rightfully yours. The enemy has thrown obstacles your way to break you, but those very trials have been forging you into a vessel of power and influence. As the Bible declares in Ephesians 1:11, "In him we were also chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will." Your trials are part of that eternal plan, shaping you for greater things. Now, let's reveal the profound truth behind those trials. Here's the divine revelation. Every trial you've faced was an initiation into authority. It's not about the pain. It's about the power you gain as God uses those moments to equip you for greater influence and victory. Think of your trials as a spiritual boot camp, where challenges strip away weakness and reveal the authority God has placed within you. You're not just surviving, you're being prepared to lead and conquer. The scripture confirms this in James 1:2-4. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Let's break this down step by step, so you can see how your trials are unlocking your authority. First, understand that every trial is a divine test designed to build your faith and character, paving the way for unbreakable authority. In 1 Peter 1:7 it says, "These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed." When you're in the midst of a storm, whether it's financial hardship or relational conflict, lean into it as an opportunity to grow. Start journaling your trials and the lessons they teach, turning vulnerability into strength and preparing you to lead others through their own storms. If you've ever felt abandoned in your struggles, know this. God is using them to refine you, just like He did with Job, so you can emerge with authority that inspires faith in those around you. Second, your suffering isn't pointless. It's a transformative fire that forges spiritual authority, turning your pain into a platform for influence. Romans 5:3-4 reminds us, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Reflect on a past trial and identify how it changed you. Perhaps it taught you resilience or empathy. Now, use that insight to step into authority by mentoring someone else or making bold decisions in your life. If heartbreak or loss has left you feeling powerless, remember, Jesus Himself was initiated through suffering on the cross, and it led to His ultimate authority. Your trials are doing the same for you, building a foundation of strength. Third, each trial imparts wisdom and dominion. equipping you to wield authority with confidence and clarity. Proverbs 24:10 says, "If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? But through trials you gain the wisdom to rule and reign." James 1:5 adds that if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously. Apply this by seeking God's wisdom during challenges. Pray for insight and act on it. For instance, if a job loss felt devastating, use the wisdom gained to pursue a calling where you can lead and influence others. If you've questioned why you keep facing obstacles, it's because God is preparing you for dominion, like David, who went from shepherd boy to king through his trials. Finally, enduring trials positions you to step into your God-given authority, where you influence and transform the world around you. 2 Timothy 2:3 urges, "Join with me in suffering like a good soldier of Christ Jesus," leading to the authority described in Luke 10:19. "I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions." Make a daily declaration of your authority, such as affirming, "I am equipped through my trials to lead with power." Use this in real life by standing firm in difficult situations, like advocating for justice or guiding your family. If fatigue from constant battles has you doubting, know that your endurance is the key to unlocking the authority that will make your life a testimony of God's glory. As these truths unfold, you might start sensing a deeper spiritual connection. Let's explore that next. You may have noticed subtle signs during your trials, perhaps recurring dreams of overcoming obstacles or unexpected encounters that feel divinely orchestrated. These are prophetic indicators that your initiation into authority is complete. Right now, a spiritual shift is happening. The energy of your past struggles is transforming into a force of authority, like a phoenix rising from ashes, guided by the Holy Spirit. This mystical process aligns you with your destined path, where trials become the gateway to divine power. As you feel this energy shift, embrace it as a sign of your spiritual evolution. With this prophetic insight, it's time to take the next step. I challenge you right now. Comment, "I am initiated," below and share one trial that's shaped you. This simple act invites God's authority into your life and connects you with others on this journey. Take a moment to pray. Ask God to reveal how your trials have prepared you for authority, then declare aloud, "I step into my divine power today." Don't wait, act now to activate the transformation within you. As you take this step, envision the breakthrough that's coming. Imagine stepping into your full authority, doors of opportunity swinging open, influence flowing effortlessly, and a life of peace and purpose where your words carry divine weight. Picture yourself leading with confidence, overcoming any obstacle with the wisdom gained from your trials. This is your breakthrough, as promised in Revelation 3:21. "To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne." Your trials were the path to this throne of authority, where blessings abound. Envision the emotional freedom and practical rewards awaiting you. With this vision in mind, let's seal this message with encouragement. You are not defined by your trials. You are defined by the authority they've unlocked. God's plan for you is unshakable, and your initiation is complete. As you reflect on this, trust in God's perfect timing. Keep declaring your authority and watch how every past struggle becomes a story of triumph. Remember, every challenge was a step toward your divine destiny. You've carried the fire within, and now it's time to let it burn brightly. Trials may have tested you, but they've also trained you for greatness. Embrace the power that's been building inside you all along. Your story is one of victory, not defeat. God's timing is perfect, and your authority is now evident. Stand tall in the knowledge that you've been refined through fire. Each obstacle was a lesson in strength and wisdom. You are chosen, empowered, and ready to lead. Let go of doubt and step into your true potential. The trials you faced were not in vain, they were your initiation. Now feel the surge of spiritual energy coursing through you. Your past pains are transforming into powerful testimonies. Walk forward with the confidence of one who has overcome. God's promises are faithful, and they are yours to claim. In every trial, you discovered hidden reserves of authority. You are a beacon of light in a world of shadows. Trials have equipped you to handle whatever comes next. Rejoice in the growth that adversity has brought. Your initiation has made you unbreakable. Share your story to inspire others on their journey. The authority within you is a gift from above. Trials were the forge, and you are the masterpiece. Now live boldly in the power you've gained. Every scar tells a story of survival and strength. You've always been destined for greatness. Let your light shine as a testament to God's work. Trials were the bridge to your spiritual authority. Embrace the peace that comes from understanding this truth. You are more than a conqueror through Christ. The fire you carry illuminates your path ahead. Remember, every initiation leads to elevation. Your trials have prepared you for divine assignments. Step into the role you were born to fulfill. God's love has guided you through every storm. Now claim the authority that is rightfully yours. Trials were the keys to unlocking your potential. You are resilient, wise, and empowered. Let this knowledge fuel your every decision. The journey was tough, but the destination is glorious. You've emerged from the fire refined and ready. Celebrate the authority that trials have bestowed upon you. Walk in faith, knowing you are divinely equipped. Your story of initiation is just the beginning. Until next time, walk in your power and shine brightly. In the quiet aftermath of every storm, I discovered that trials were not mere obstacles, but gateways to a deeper authority. Each hardship I faced became a teacher, revealing the strength forged in the fires of adversity. Looking back, I see how every setback was a divine setup for claiming the power that was always mine. The battles that once drained me now stand as pillars of the authority I've inherited through perseverance. Through the lens of reflection, life's trials emerge as intentional initiations, shaping me for greater influence. I remember the moments of doubt, where each trial whispered of a purpose far beyond the pain. Every challenge encountered was a step in a sacred journey, equipping me with the wisdom to lead. In my story, trials transformed from burdens into badges of spiritual authority. The trials I endured were like hidden keys, unlocking doors to realms of divine dominion. Reflecting on past struggles, I recognize them as essential rites, preparing me for the authority of victory. Each trial was a divine whisper, affirming my identity as one chosen for unyielding strength. I affirm that no trial was wasted. Each one built the foundation of my spiritual resilience. In the narrative of my life, trials were the plot twists that revealed my true authoritative self. Every hardship affirmed my worthiness, turning scars into symbols of God's masterful plan. I declare that through these initiations, I am not defined by weakness but by the authority gained. The trials tested my faith, yet they confirmed my selection as a vessel of divine power. Looking inward, I see how each challenge refined my character, making me ready for leadership. In storytelling terms, my trials were the hero's quests, ending in the crowning of authority. Each ordeal was a divine affirmation, echoing scriptures that proclaim our predestined strength. I reflect that trials are God's way of affirming our identity, turning us into warriors of faith. Here lies the profound truth. Every trial serves as an initiation into the authority that God ordains. Trials are not punishments but purposeful processes, building the spiritual muscle for dominion. In the core of this revelation, I find that pain paves the path to power, equipping us for victory. Each initiation through trial reveals the authority within, as scriptures illuminate our divine equipping. I declare that through these experiences, we gain the tools to influence and overcome. The essence of this truth is that trials strip away the unnecessary, leaving only pure authority. In reflective moments, I see trials as boot camps, where faith is tested and authority is born. Every hardship is a divine design, transforming us into beings of spiritual authority and wisdom. Biblical wisdom confirms that trials produce perseverance, leading to maturity and complete authority. I affirm that in the midst of trials, we are being prepared for a life of empowered influence. First, trials act as divine tests, forging faith and character for an unbreakable authority. In these tests, as 1 Peter 1:7 reveals, our faith's genuineness shines, resulting in eternal glory. Reflecting on my own storms, I leaned into the challenges, journaling lessons that built my strength. Each test taught me to grow through vulnerability, preparing me to guide others in their battles. If abandonment felt overwhelming, know that God refines us like Job, emerging with greater authority. In storytelling, these tests are the crucibles where heroes like me are molded for leadership. Trials as tests remind us that strength is small without endurance, but with it, authority flourishes. I recall a time when financial hardship tested my faith, yet it paved the way for wise dominion. Through such tests, we learn to persevere, turning personal trials into platforms for influence. Each initiation through testing affirms that our faith, once proven, unlocks profound spiritual power. Second, suffering transforms us, turning pain into a platform that births spiritual authority. As Romans 5:3-4 declares, suffering produces perseverance, character, and ultimately hope-filled authority. Reflecting on a past heartbreak, I identified the resilience it instilled, now using it to mentor others. In practical terms, I applied this transformation by making bold decisions, stepping into my influence. If loss left you feeling powerless, remember Christ's suffering led to his ultimate authority. Yours does too. In my story, suffering was the fire that purified, emerging as a force of empathetic leadership. Each moment of pain was a catalyst, reshaping me into one who wields authority with grace. Through suffering, I gained the empathy to lead, turning personal trials into communal triumphs. I declare that transformation through suffering equips us to influence with compassion and power. Third, trials impart wisdom and dominion, arming us with confident authority in adversity. As Proverbs 24:10 and James 1:5 suggest, faltering in trouble reveals weakness, but trials bring wisdom. In reflection, a job loss once devastated me, but the wisdom gained directed me to a calling of influence. Practically, I sought God's insight during challenges, praying for clarity to act with dominion. If obstacles seem endless, know they prepare you like David from trials to triumphant rule. In narrative form, these trials are the wisdom quests that crown us with the authority to reign. Each adversity gifted me clarity, turning confusion into strategic steps towards spiritual leadership. Through gained wisdom, I now navigate life with the dominion that trials uniquely provide. I affirm that wisdom from trials equips us to rule with confidence, as God intended. Finally, enduring trials positions us to step into God-given authority, transforming the world. As 2 Timothy 2:3 and Luke 10:19 state, suffering like a soldier grants authority over all harm. In daily practice, I declare my authority aloud, standing firm in difficult situations to advocate justice. Reflecting on my endurance, I used it to guide my family, turning past battles into testimonies. If fatigue from struggles weighs on you, recognize that endurance unlocks the power to inspire. In my journey, enduring trials was the key that opened doors to influential and victorious living. Each act of perseverance built the resolve to step boldly into my divine authority. I declare that through endurance, we become agents of change, wielding authority for God's glory. In prophetic terms, subtle signs during trials often herald the completion of our initiation. I recall dreams of overcoming, which were mystical indicators of the authority awakening within. These signs, like unexpected encounters, align us with our destined spiritual power. Right now, a shift is occurring. The energy of past struggles transforms into divine authority. In storytelling, trials are the mystical rites where the Holy Spirit guides us to rise like a phoenix. Each prophetic symbol in my life confirmed that trials were initiations into greater influence. I reflect that these energy shifts realign us, turning ordinary moments into portals of authority. Through mystical eyes, trials reveal hidden forces, preparing us for the dominion that follows. In this prophetic light, every trial was a signpost, leading to the authority God has prepared. I challenge you to embrace this truth and act. Declare your initiation and share your story. Take a moment now to pray, asking God to show how trials have equipped you for authority. In spiritual action, comment below on a trial that shaped you, inviting community and power. Make a bold step today. Affirm your authority and watch as it manifests in your life. I urge you to reflect and declare, I am initiated into authority through my trials. Engage with this message by journaling your experiences, fostering faith and transformation. Right now, let this call propel you to action, turning insight into immediate spiritual steps. In prophetic encouragement, take up this challenge to unlock the authority within you. Envision the breakthrough, stepping into full authority where opportunities abound and influence flows. Imagine a life of peace and purpose, where your words carry the weight of divine power. As Revelation 3:21 promises, victory through trials grants you a seat of authority and glory. In this vision, your past pains become the foundation for a triumphant, influential future. I see doors swinging open, with spiritual rewards manifesting in emotional and practical ways. Through endurance, you'll experience blessings that affirm your initiation into authority. Picture yourself leading with confidence as God's promises turn your trials into testimonies. This breakthrough is yours, a future of dominion as scriptures declare your rightful place. In reflective storytelling, your trials lead to a glory where authority reigns supreme. You are defined not by struggles, but by the authority they've unlocked within you. As we conclude, trust in God's timing, knowing your initiation is complete and purposeful. Reflect on this message and declare your power, watching past trials become stories of triumph. In divine affirmation, every hardship was a step toward the authority you now hold. I encourage you to walk forward, embracing the strength forged through your experiences. Your identity is one of victory, with trials as the catalysts for your spiritual dominion. Let this truth resonate. God's plan is unshakable, and your authority is fully realized. In closing, remember that through endurance, you emerge as a beacon of divine influence. I affirm that your trials were initiations, equipping you for a life of empowered leadership. Trust the process, as each challenge has woven the fabric of your authoritative destiny. Reflect daily on your journey, allowing God's faithfulness to guide your steps. Finally, step into your power, knowing that every trial was a divine invitation to rule. With this, your story of trials becomes a legacy of authority, inspiring all who hear it. God never wastes pain. Each trial is a sacred forge shaping your inner strength for divine dominion. There comes a moment when shadows of struggle reveal the light of authority, transforming every wound into wisdom. In the quiet aftermath of hardship, divine whispers affirm that your endurance was always meant for greater power. Every setback carries a hidden key, unlocking the gates to spiritual sovereignty you were destined to claim. Beneath the surface of trials lies a profound purpose, where suffering becomes the catalyst for unyielding influence. The universe conspires in your favor through challenges, turning each obstacle into a stepping stone toward eternal authority. When trials test your resolve, remember they are the divine chisel carving out your role as a beacon of power. No pain is random. It's a deliberate initiation, preparing you to wield authority with grace and precision. In the heart of adversity, a sacred transformation occurs, elevating your spirit to realms of commanding presence. Trials are not thieves of joy, but architects of authority, building within you an unbreakable foundation of faith. You are forged in the fire of challenges, emerging as a vessel of divine authority, ready to lead and inspire. Your identity transcends mere survival. It's rooted in the trials that have honed your spirit for triumphant rule. Each hardship affirms your worthiness, proving that you are chosen to rise and exercise spiritual dominion. In the mirror of trials, see not a broken soul, but a warrior anointed for authority beyond human comprehension. The scars from your battles are badges of honor, marking you as one destined for influential and godly reign. You stand not as a victim, but as a conqueror, your trials testifying to the authority embedded in your core. Divine selection shines through your struggles, revealing that every trial was a call to embrace your powerful heritage. Your past pains are the prelude to your prominence, affirming that authority flows from the depths of your experiences. In God's design, your trials are threads weaving the tapestry of your authoritative destiny. Affirm your divine identity. Trials have not diminished you. They have elevated you to a throne of spiritual command. Here is the revelation. Every trial serves as an initiation into authority, where pain paves the path to power. Understand that challenges are not endings but beginnings, equipping you with the tools for spiritual mastery. In the core of every struggle lies the seed of authority, waiting to blossom into a force of divine influence. Trials strip away the superficial, revealing the authentic authority that God has always intended for you. This truth unfolds. Adversity is the divine classroom, teaching lessons that grant you unshakable command. Each difficulty is a bridge to authority, transforming your perspective from victimhood to victorious leadership. The essence of trials is to awaken your inner authority, turning whispers of doubt into declarations of dominance. Embrace this insight. What breaks you also builds you, forging an authority that echoes through eternity. In the midst of trials, authority emerges like a hidden spring, refreshing and empowering your spirit. Trials are the divine invitation to authority, where every lesson learned becomes a weapon in your arsenal. First, recognize that trials test and refine your faith, laying the groundwork for an authority that withstands storms. Through these tests, your character is purified, emerging stronger and ready to assert divine influence. Biblical wisdom in 1 Peter 1:7 shows that trials prove your faith, resulting in praise and a robust authority. When faith is tested, it produces resilience, the cornerstone of the authority you are meant to wield. Apply this by journaling your trials, transforming each entry into a testament of growing spiritual power. In moments of doubt, lean into these tests as opportunities to build the authority that defines your legacy. Trials as tests remind us that endurance breeds authority, turning fleeting struggles into lasting triumphs. Your faith, refined through trials, becomes the foundation for an authority that inspires and guides others. Reflect on past tests. They were not punishments but preparations for the authority now within your grasp. Each trial of faith is a step toward authority, where your proven spirit leads you to influence and change. Second, suffering transforms your essence, converting pain into a platform from which authority radiates. Through adversity, you gain spiritual depth, allowing authority to flow from a heart made resilient and wise. Romans 5:3-4 teaches that suffering builds perseverance, which forges character and ultimately divine authority. In the fire of suffering, weaknesses are burned away, leaving behind the pure gold of spiritual command. Apply this transformation by mentoring others with your story, turning personal pain into communal empowerment. Suffering's gift is authority born of empathy, enabling you to lead with compassion and unshakable strength. When pain feels overwhelming, know it is reshaping you for authority that echoes Jesus' own path. Your trials in suffering are the forge of authority, where every tear waters the seeds of your influence. Embrace suffering as a teacher of authority, guiding you to a place of profound and purposeful power. Through transformed suffering, authority becomes your inheritance, a legacy written in the language of resilience. Third, adversity imparts wisdom, equipping you with the insight needed to exercise authority with clarity. In the school of trials, wisdom is the currency that buys you dominion over life's complexities. Proverbs 24:10 warns against faltering in trouble, but trials grant the wisdom for confident authority. Each challenge deposits wisdom into your soul, turning potential defeat into strategic victory. Apply this wisdom by seeking divine insight during hardships, using it to make decisions that assert your authority. Wisdom from trials positions you to lead with foresight, turning obstacles into opportunities for influence. When adversity strikes, it sharpens your wisdom, preparing you for the authority of a true visionary. Trials as wisdom givers ensure that your authority is not blind, but guided by divine understanding. Reflect on how past adversities have enlightened you, paving the way for the authority you now embody. This wisdom from trials is your shield and sword, enabling authority that protects and advances God's kingdom. Finally, enduring through trials positions you to fully step into your authority, influencing the world around you. Endurance is the bridge from trial to triumph, where your persistence unlocks doors of divine power. 2 Timothy 2:3 calls us to suffer as soldiers, leading to the authority promised in Luke 10:19. Through endurance, trials become the launchpad for authority that tramples fear and embraces victory. Declare your endurance daily, affirming that your trials have equipped you for impactful and godly leadership. In the face of fatigue, let endurance remind you that authority is the reward for your steadfast spirit. Apply this by standing firm in challenges, using your endurance to advocate and guide those in need. Endurance through trials transforms you into a pillar of authority, unmovable and eternally effective. Your ability to endure marks the completion of your initiation, granting you authority to shape destinies. Trials and endurance together forge an authority that not only survives but thrives in every season. Now, sense the prophetic signs emerging from your trials, like echoes of a greater destiny unfolding. In dreams and subtle shifts, your trials signal the completion of your initiation into profound authority. These mystical indicators are divine breadcrumbs, leading you from the shadows of struggle to light of command. A prophetic energy stirs within, where trials align your path with the authority written in the stars. Notice the synchronicities, encounters and intuitions that mark your transition to spiritual sovereignty. Through this mystical lens, trials reveal themselves as gateways to an authority beyond the ordinary. Your spirit is awakening to prophetic truths, where every trial was a coded message for your empowerment. In the quiet moments, feel the shift. Trials have realigned your energy, channeling it toward divine authority. These signs are not coincidences. They are prophetic affirmations of the authority now coursing through you. Embrace this mystical element where trials become the sacred script of your authoritative narrative. With this insight, take the bold step. Declare your initiation and let authority rise within you now. I urge you to act today, Share a trial that shaped you, inviting others into this circle of empowerment. Pray for revelation in your struggles, then step forward with the authority they've instilled in you. Make a commitment. Affirm your power aloud, transforming words into actions that claim your divine role. Engage your faith actively. Let this be the moment you embrace the authority born from your trials. Challenge yourself. Reflect on one trial and declare how it has equipped you for greater influence. In this call, find the spark to move from contemplation to action, seizing the authority that's yours. Let your response be immediate. Comment and connect, weaving your story into a tapestry of shared authority. Take this spiritual step with urgency, for your trials demand that you now walk in the power they've forged. As you act, feel the energy of authority surging, turning past pains into present-day victories. Envision the horizon, your authority unfolding with opportunities blooming and influence radiating outward. Picture a life where trials are distant memories, replaced by the glory of unchallenged spiritual command. In this vision, see doors opening effortlessly, as your authority draws blessings and breakthroughs near. Imagine the emotional freedom, trials transformed into testimonies that inspire and elevate those around you. Biblical promises assure this reward, as in Revelation 3:21, where victory grants you a seat of authority. Your future glory is a landscape of peace, where the authority from trials brings fulfillment and joy. See yourself leading with confidence, your past struggles now the foundation of your triumphant legacy. In this breakthrough, every trial echoes as a story of ascension to heights of divine power. Envision the practical rewards, stability, relationships, and purpose all aligned under your newfound authority. This vision is your destiny, where trials were merely the prelude to an era of unbridled influence. As this picture forms, reaffirm that your trials have unlocked an authority that defines your essence. You are now the embodiment of resilience, with God's faithfulness turning every challenge into conquest. Trust in this process. Your initiation is complete, and authority is the crown you wear with grace. Reflect on your journey, knowing that each trial was a divine setup for the power you now possess. Walk forward in this truth, for your story of trials and authority is a testament to unending glory. Every trial you endure is a divine forge, shaping unbreakable strength within your spirit. In the quiet aftermath of struggle, hidden wisdom emerges, ready to guide your path. What once seemed like endless night now reveals itself as the dawn of your true calling. Each hardship carves out a deeper reservoir of resilience, preparing you for realms of influence. The fires of adversity burn away illusions, leaving only the pure essence of your authority. No pain is random. It is the sacred thread weaving your story into God's grand design. Through every storm, your faith becomes an unyielding anchor, securing your place in destiny. Moments of defeat are but echoes of victory yet to unfold in your life. Divine interruptions arrive not to break you, but to awaken the power dormant in your soul. In the crucible of challenge, your character is refined, emerging as a beacon for others. Every setback is a setup for elevation, transforming your trials into triumphs of authority. The weight of your burdens today becomes the wings of authority tomorrow. Hidden in each trial is a key, unlocking doors to the authority you were born to wield. Your struggles are not punishments. but invitations to step into a higher spiritual realm. As shadows fade, the light of your authority shines brighter, illuminating your purpose. Every wound you bear is a testament to the authority rising within you. In the silence after the storm, hear the whisper of divine affirmation calling you forward. Trials strip away the superficial, revealing the core of unshakable authority in your being. Each challenge is a divine summons, drawing you closer to the throne of your destiny. The path of pain leads to peaks of power where your voice commands the winds of change. No trial is wasted. It is the sacred soil where seeds of authority take root and grow. Through endurance, your spirit expands, embracing the vastness of God's intended authority. Every battle fought is a lesson learned, equipping you for the authority of leadership. In the depths of difficulty, discover the gems of wisdom that crown your authority. Your trials are the chisel and hammer, sculpting the masterpiece of your divine role. Adversity awakens the sleeper within, rising as an authority that shifts atmospheres. Each moment of hardship is a divine dialogue, teaching you the language of authority. From the ashes of loss, a phoenix of authority emerges, ready to soar and conquer. Trials are the divine curriculum, educating you in the arts of wisdom and dominion. In every tear shed, find the seeds of authority blooming into unyielding strength. The road of resistance builds the muscles of authority, making you unstoppable. Hidden victories lie in every trial, forging the authority that defines your legacy. Each challenge is a divine mirror, reflecting the authority etched into your soul. Through the lens of faith, trials transform into gateways of unparalleled authority. Adversity is the alchemist, turning your pain into the gold of spiritual power. In the heart of hardship, your authority awakens, ready to claim its rightful place. Every trial whispers of a greater destiny, where your authority reigns supreme. The echoes of your struggles resonate as the foundation of your emerging authority. Divine pressure produces diamonds of authority, sparkling with eternal significance. In the wake of trials, your spirit stands tall, clad in the armor of divine authority. Each hardship is a sacred initiation, ushering you into realms of profound influence. Trials are the divine winds that propel you toward the shores of your authority. From the depths of despair, authority rises like a tide, overwhelming obstacles. Every scar tells a story of authority gained, a narrative of triumph over trials. In the furnace of affliction, your authority is purified, shining with heavenly light. Challenges are the divine architects, constructing the edifice of your spiritual rule. Each trial is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your authority's revelation. Adversity unveils the hidden strengths that form the core of your divine authority. In the rhythm of resistance, your authority finds its beat, pulsing with purpose. Trials are the divine invitations to ascend, claiming the authority of the heavens. Every moment of struggle is a step on the ladder to your throne of authority. From the chaos of trials, order emerges, establishing your reign of spiritual power. In the silence of surrender, authority speaks, declaring victory over every storm. Each hardship is a divine catalyst, igniting the flames of your inner authority. Trials weave the tapestry of your authority, rich with threads of resilience and grace. Adversity is the forge where your authority is hammered into an unbreakable force. In the garden of trials, Seeds of authority blossom into fruits of eternal impact. Every challenge is a divine echo, calling forth the authority buried in your spirit. From the depths of trial, authority surges like a river, flooding your life with purpose. In the dance of difficulty, your authority leads, guiding you to triumphant heights. Trials are the divine sculptors, chiseling away doubt to reveal your core authority. Each struggle is a sacred passage, leading to the halls of your destined authority. Adversity awakens the warrior within, arming you with the authority of the ages. In the aftermath of trials, your authority stands as a monument to divine faithfulness. Every trial is a divine whisper, promising the authority that awaits your embrace. From the shadows of hardship, authority emerges, casting light on your path ahead. In the crucible of challenge, your authority is refined, pure, and potent. Trials are the divine bridges, connecting you to the authority of your inheritance. Each moment of pain is a step toward the pinnacle of your spiritual authority. Adversity is the key that unlocks the doors to your realm of divine influence. In the heart of trial, authority stirs, ready to claim its victory. Every hardship is a divine appointment, scheduling your rise to authority. From the fires of struggle, authority rises, unblemished and empowered. In the symphony of trials, your authority composes a melody of triumph. Trials are the divine currents, carrying you to the shores of your authority. Each challenge is a sacred revelation, unveiling layers of your inner authority. Adversity forges the sword of your authority, sharp and ready for battle. In the quiet of reflection, authority speaks through the lessons of your trials. Every trial is a divine investment, yielding returns of profound authority. From the depths of endurance, authority surfaces, strong and unyielding. In the tapestry of trials, threads of authority weave a story of redemption. Trials are the divine pathways, leading you to the throne of your authority. Each struggle is a catalyst for authority, transforming weakness into strength. Adversity illuminates the path to authority, guiding your steps with clarity. In the embrace of trials, your authority awakens, fierce and faithful. Every hardship is a divine summons to the authority that defines your essence. From the storms of life, authority emerges, calm and commanding. In the rhythm of resilience, your authority beats with divine purpose. Trials are the sacred soil, nurturing the roots of your emerging authority. Each trial is a divine echo, amplifying the authority within your spirit. Adversity is the forge that tempers your authority into an eternal flame. In the wake of challenges, authority stands as your unshakable foundation. Every moment of trial is a step toward the fullness of your divine authority. From the ashes of adversity, authority rises, radiant and renewed. In the heart of hardship, your authority finds its voice, bold and clear. Trials are the divine architects of authority, building your legacy stone by stone. Each struggle reveals the depth of authority hidden in your soul's core. Adversity propels you into the realm where authority reigns supreme. In the silence after trials, authority whispers promises of victory ahead. Every trial is a divine gift, unwrapping layers of your destined authority. From the depths of difficulty, authority surges forth, unstoppable and true. In the dance of destiny, trials lead you to the rhythm of your authority. Trials are the divine mirrors, reflecting the authority etched in your being. Each challenge is a sacred initiation, crowning you with the authority of heaven. In the end, every trial affirms your path to authority, a journey divinely ordained.